wish I could tell you that this was going to be a happy video, but quite frankly, I don't know how it would be a happy video, even though it's supposed to be Easter weekend and Passover weekend and all of that. But we have to talk about, of course, the poor Ukrainian refugee who was murdered by this big dreadlocked animal on a Charlotte, North Carolina train, as opposed to, well, anything else. And the reason why is because this poor girl who had fled war-torn Ukraine, well, she was just thoughtlessly and mindlessly stabbed to death on the train in North Carolina. And of course, you had a few eyewitnesses, but nobody bothered to help. And that's what pisses me off even more. But now they're putting up murals of her all over the city, all over different cities, but some of them are actually being defaced. And we'll talk about that right now in this news clip of which you are about to see.
You know, Chicago has a long and rich tradition of public art. But right now, there is a mural of a woman in the city's North Center neighborhood that's really sparking a lot of reaction. Regina Waldrop looks at why the image is attracting so much attention.
Near the corner of Montrose and Western, a striking image adorns the side of a three-story brick
This is the
building.
girl that was killed by the evil dreadlocked bastard on that train in North Carolina.
To represent someone, especially in like a really fantastic, like just great artistry.
This mural is in honor of Irina Zarutska, a 23-year-old Ukrainian refugee. She was stabbed to death last August on a train in North Carolina by a man with a history of mental illness. The mural is part of a
by a man.
Called Remember Irina.
A black man.
The website is to make a public record of a preventable death. There are also murals like this one in Miami, New York City, LA, and Washington, D.C. Only a few weeks old, the artwork has now been defaced twice, we're told. A spokesperson
Jesus
for the
Christ.
Arena Memorial Project says it's funded through a combination of private supporters and community crowdfunding. Elon Musk has given $1 million to the
defaced
project,
by you-know-who,
which for some
and you-know-what kind of people.
problematic.
I think he's a pretty not great person for sure. So yeah, definitely there's a gray area.
Any mural honoring someone is good, but I don't know, I wouldn't be surprised if like Elon Musk has ulterior motives doing something like that.
Stop whining.
It all happened in Charlotte, North Carolina. That's where it all started, when this subhuman monster, I'm not going to call him a man, I'm not going to call him a human being, subhuman monster took this poor young Ukrainian refugee's life away, and she was only 23. Why did he do it? Probably because he saw a white girl on the train and figured she was easy prey. As you can see, she was beautiful, and this animal right there on the right took her life away. I hope he rots for that. No, I hope he fries for that. And do you know why so many murals are actually being torn down? Why so many, particularly up in Providence, Rhode Island, or I think it's Providence, Rhode Island, or Portland, Maine, are being torn down is because, well, you see, the stabbing victim was white. If this was, of course, a mural of George Floyd, which has been defaced, you people would make a big stink out of it. But I guess white people are expendable. White people's lives mean nothing. White lives don't matter. Is that what the lamestream media is telling us? Quite honestly, it makes me sick. And you know what? Stop making a hero out of George Floyd. He was not a hero. I don't have time to get into the details of what the schmuck did. I mean, after all, this is ScrewTube, and I'm not allowed to say that, am I? But if this was an exclusive video for Rumble, I'm pretty sure I could get away with it. But I'm going to leave it at this. You know, leave the murals of this poor Ukrainian refugee up, because she is a symbol of what happens when a white refugee from a war-torn nation flees to this country just for freedom, only to have it thoughtlessly snuffed out when she's only 23 years old and defenseless on a North Carolina train. You think about that. This has been the Robozoid. Be here or be nowhere else.